Hello, Scorpio Collective. Welcome to another episode of Ethereal Tarot. My name is Carla. If Scorpio is your sun, moon, or rising sign, then this message, this tarot reading is for you. And Scorpios, feel free to check out your sun, moon, and rising sign as they will pose a nugget of resonance for you in each of them. And your weekly reading, Scorpio, will come out every Friday, so be sure to look for that every Friday. And along with any bonus content I have coming, and I'm also doing a giveaway. I'm giving away a free deck of tarot cards here. It's this Ethereal Visions deck, and no, I didn't create it, even though I wish I could claim that I did. Such a lovely deck. It's beautiful. And the way you enter the giveaway is by just giving a name and email address to the link below, and lickety-split, no spam or anything. Super easy. And push subscribe. It's totally free. It doesn't cost a thing. It helps to support the channel, helps to support me giving you these weekly readings, which I so adore doing. And what do we have for my Scorpios today, this week, this time? Let's go. We've got the World, Queen of Wands, Three of Swords, Queen of Swords, Two of Swords, Five of Cups, King of Cups, Four of Cups, and the Hanged Man. All right, let's take a little look-see around the room here. And if you're new here, welcome, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. This is how I do my spreads. This is how I do my readings. I read from left to right. The first path is the path of the current situation. Normally the block, the challenge, the conflict, something that needs to come up into your field of awareness at this time if it's not already percolating there. And then we have the path of higher self. This is the path that God, Spirit, angels, universe, any higher realm being, this is what they want you to remember. And a key word is remember, because we have every energy of the tarot at our disposal, at our fingertips. It's intrinsic to our being. So higher self, this is their message that they perfectly and beautifully and wonderfully crafted for you to remind you, okay? Remind you, from help you remember, to guide you. This is not something you have to go out and get. It's something that you have inside. Just cultivate more of. Then we come to the possible outcome path. And this path is, I do say possible because we all have free will. And I honor that by saying possible because free will is the strongest law of the universe. So we'll take a peek at the energies to come for you. And then we'll get started over here on the left with the current. We've got the World, the Queen of Wands, and the Three of Swords. Okay. So I'm seeing at this time, I feel that there's a need for release, Scorpio. There's a need to release some pain. There's a need to get down to maybe what someone else said or did towards you. It didn't feel authentic. It didn't feel good in your being. And it didn't feel, I feel like there's like a lack of closure at this time, a lack of completion. There's like a feeling of kind of fragmentation in you right now. And yeah, you're wanting to release it so you can get back to your authentic self. Okay, give me more. Go a little deeper for Scorpios, please, for their current. What do we have? Six of Wands and the Death card. Okay, so yeah, I'm seeing that there's a need for transformation at this time. There's a resistance to change, to becoming your authentic self. This could also be that someone maybe lied to you. Someone said something to knock you off of your balance. Your identity was kind of shaken through this. I'm seeing like a trend here where it's like a need for newness, for transformation, for release, for just coming to this place where it's almost like a need for a new identity or new surroundings. I don't know if this happened at work. I don't know if this happened at home. I don't know if this happened in your friend circle, maybe in a relationship you're in. It could, anything. I'm going to go into my astrology soul deck here, and this isn't a tarot deck, but will give us the houses. Let's see what house comes up. The sixth house of Virgo. This is the house of health and jobs. This here is where we can see the daily work life, routine and organizational ability, as well as body care, diet, and exercise. Animals and pets also belong to this house. Okay, yeah, something maybe at home, something that you do daily, like it's in your immediate surroundings, Scorpio. Something in your immediate surroundings got kind of, it feels fragmented. It feels like there's a need for change. It feels like there's a need for release. Something influenced it in an inauthentic way. And it really has made you kind of take a look at your ego, made you take a look at your identity. And that's kind of hard, and it's posing like this block for you. I don't think you feel like you can go forward, and you're really trying to search how you can transform from this. You're really good at that. You're the spiritual surgeon, Scorpio. So you're good at transformation. In fact, Death card is your, that's your power card, okay? Right now, it's not feeling very powerful. Let's go into the message of higher self. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right. Higher self wants to remind you of speaking your wisdom, speaking your truth, speaking from a place of intuition, which you're good at, speaking from a place of knowing that you have options, Scorpio. You're not, you might feel like you're at a fork in the road with this, but it's also like you have options and you can be open to change. You can be open to a new way of formulating a routine. You can change your surroundings up. She's blindfolded and she's trying to make a decision here, which to me is like, and then the moon's popping up in the background, which to me is like she's trying to connect to her intuition to make the decision. That's how I usually see this card. And you're great at that. You're great at connecting to your intuition, Scorpio. That comes very naturally to you as a Scorpio. But it's still a sword, okay? It's still a sword, which is all mental plane energy. And the fact that it's coupled with the Queen of Swords tells me that it's like, come back to your authentic self, get real clear on what that means, which I think is more of like your intuitive self, coming into more of like that third eye vision than trusting actually what you see in your surroundings and knowing that you can be open to change. You can be open to a new way. Okay. 5 of Cups, all about healing. Healing, surrender too. There's a lot of surrender to this. I love how there's like a lovely balance of kind of like taking control and taking stock and owning shit. And then it's like, but you know what? I need to heal too, because there was some rejection or loss or pain. And so higher self is telling you, don't overlook your healing. Go into that watery place like you know how to do. Go into your emotions. Spend time with the grief. It's okay. You as a Scorpio know that is going to change. It's going to, this too shall pass. Give me more for Scorpio. I love though how it's like acknowledging. It's like such an acknowledgement from higher self for you. It's like still allow the cups to fall where they're going to fall. And maybe you need to cry over it. But it's not the worst thing in the world. Because you know how to pick yourself back up, Scorpio. You're all about transformation and mining the jewels of a situation. Oh, beautiful. Page of Cups, King of Wands. That's you taking your direction, your new direction that you're going to take. It's you really, Page of Cups is you being really vulnerable and open and willing to surrender, allowing the messages to flow around you and really being enveloped and like almost like hugged and supported by the universe. And Page of Cups is the one that can see all of that. Okay. He's like looking at the universe with a fresh pair of eyes, with these eyes that see all the messages, all the synchronicities, all the love around him, all of the godliness, all of the connection, the divinity. Really gorgeous. And he does it kind of naturally, the Page of Cups. King of Wands is all about that inner vision, okay? Like I said, getting clear on your authentic self. You got Queen of Wands in your conflict and then King of Wands in your path of higher self. To me, whenever it's sequential like that, whether it's reverse or forward, it doesn't matter. That's the communication from higher self. That's the conversation that's going on. It's telling me that you are going to fully embody that king, queen, that royalty of wand energy and hold that vision and stay true and honor your authentic self through it. Okay. If you listen to higher self. So what I would do is I would just take this line of cards and really every day just kind of meditate on them, bring them to the forefront, see what comes up for you, what comes up for in your intuition. Really beautiful path though. And really acknowledging what you're going through right now, like almost verbatim. It's gorgeous. I'm going to go into the path of the possible outcome. We've got King of Cups, gorgeous, 4 of Cups, and the Hanged Man. Okay, Scorpio, I do see you transforming from this. I see you coming to this realization that your cup will always be full. I see you coming to this, it's almost like back to base too. It's almost like this very contemplative, meditative base from which you make your decisions from. It's a beautiful place. And I feel you just being super open to change, to a flip perspective. Give me more for the possible outcome for Scorpios, please. Knight of Pentacles and the Fool. Love it. The Fool is all about that fresh potential, fresh new energy, looking at everything through a fresh pair of eyes. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Well, this is earthy. You know, you got Virgo, the 6th house in the houses. This is your everyday life. This is your work-life balance. This is your everyday routine. This is all the things that you can see that you do every day. That's what this card is. So to me, it's like you've kind of mastered them, or you've come to a place of a fresh new way, because it's coupled with the Fool and the Hangman. It's like a fresh new way of doing. That's what these cards tell me, which is needed at this time. But also, it doesn't forget about your feelings, Scorpio. You're a water creature. You're a water sign. It doesn't forget about your feelings with the cups, which I love. Again, such a conversation, such a lovely balance. But I do definitely see you transforming and going through it and really honing, really owning it and honing the energies forward on your path forward. Really cool. Really cool, Scorpio. I'm going to go into my tarot sidekick now. And this isn't a tarot deck, but it will give us further questions and prompts to further deepen your read. So where does it want to take us? Which turn does it want to take? For my Scorpios today, I have a lot of planets in Scorpio, actually. And Scorpio was my south node. To you, those of you who know astrology, it's kind of like a past life for me was being very Scorpionic. So, I kind of understand the energy. Let's see what we get. What beliefs or habits are no longer serving me? What a beautiful question for you. Beautiful question for you right now. Because you are trying to get to the heart of the matter here. And you want to really kind of come to this place where you're coming at things with a fresh, transformed perspective. One wanted to come out. Let's see what we've got. All right. And we've got 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the Page of Wands. Interesting. Okay, what habits and beliefs are no longer serving me? I think it's like you holding this old vision. And I also think that you not feeling the potential. Maybe you're too afraid to, because you need to start the healing process. And that feels very vulnerable. And I don't think that you are holding a vision right now, even though you've gotten King of Wands in your path for higher self. That's what higher self wants you to start to cultivate more of. So the habits and beliefs that are no longer serving you is maybe staying in this place of resistance to change, resistance to holding a vision, resistance to your true potential. Scorpio, you have a lot of capacity in you. First, as a water sign. Second, as really kind of the spiritual surgeon, the one who can really take transformation and do something with it, okay? It's the mover and shaker of transformation. So I think that the potential and the vision that you are kind of maybe leaving behind here or putting on the back burner, it's not serving you. It's like, figure out, again, become clear on your authenticity. That was the path of higher self. Also, I love how there's Page of Cups and Ace of Cups here. No longer serving you as Ace of Cups. That's you thinking like, oh, this is never going to go away. This is not going to pass. I don't know how I'm going to get through this time. And then your Page of Cups energy is just all of that willingness, all of that vulnerability of like, no, I'm ready for this. I'm open to the messages. I'm open to mining the jewels here. I'm open to my inner vision, my willpower, my drive. And then we have 6 of Pentacles. And that is this sense that you are not connected. You don't have the harmony inside of you to give and receive. You absolutely do. Okay. I really see this as kind of a dovetail or an addition to higher self, in the sense that it's showing you what to just kind of let fall away and telling you what to bring out more of. You have the give and receive. You definitely have the give and receive potential. And you have the vision. You can tap into the vision, even through the healing, Okay, Scorpio, don't be afraid to hold a vision. for yourself and get really in touch with what you want, your authentic self, how you actually feel about things, your intuition, your drive, your spiritual will, all that kind of stuff. Gorgeous, Scorpio. Very layered, very rich, very deep. And now I'm going to go into my Oracle of the Angels cards. And this is a love note from the universe, kind of like a kiss on the cheek from the angels for you. And again, push subscribe. It's totally free. It doesn't cost anything. And again, your weekly readings will come out every Friday, Scorpio. Be sure to check back and look for those. And really, really check out your sun, moon, and rising. Okay? Sun, moon, and rising will apply to you. And enter the giveaway. You could win these beautiful cards. These beautiful cards. Look at how gorgeous these cards are. They've got like gold etching. I don't know if you can see that very well. And I've had them for years, and they have barely any wear and tear. They're a very beautiful, sturdy deck of cards. I use them all the time. So enter the giveaway. I'll be picking one lucky winner, and it's just a name and email address for you. Okay, what do we have for Scorpios as a love note? Learning. Oh, I love it. I love that. I love that. Learning. Life always brings you exactly what is needed for your soul's growth. Instead of resisting difficulties, that's your death card. Try to see them for what they really are, an opportunity for growth and learning. When you look with awareness at the wisdom and the gift from the obstacles and challenges you face, you progress further along your path and can move on to new experiences. Scorpio, I choose to learn from my experiences and always take away a gift or little insight to further my understanding. Life always brings me what is best for my growth. I trust in life and welcome all experiences and wisdom. Yes, your inner page of cups. The Fool. I mean, this really applies to kind of everything in your spread. Very gorgeous, Scorpio. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. It's been a pleasure, utter delight, and a privilege. And until next time, joyful blessings.